Well, you mentioned Bruce Lee being on your arm. Quentin Tarantino did an interview recently on Joe Rogan, and he talked about sort of the backlash of showing, Bruce Lee getting kicked into a car in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And his response was this. He said, where I'm coming from, I can understand his daughter having a problem with it. It's her fucking father. I get it. But anyone else, I'll suck a dick.
Okay.
I guess what he was saying in the interview was that Bruce Lee didn't really have a lot of respect for American stuntmen. I guess this is some stories that were circulating. Now, Bruce Lee himself is American, so there was sort of that whole thing. Okay. But a lot of people, had some sort of problems. Him showing, basically Bruce Lee getting beat up in this movie. Did that bother you at all, or was it just whatever?
Yeah, it bothered me.
Really?
Bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It did bug me a little bit.
Why?
Because I felt like, okay, I heard Quentin say it was either going to be Bruce Lee. He was going to do that. He was going to have that be Bruce Lee or Jim Brown. It would really mess with me if it was Jim Brown. But there's a thing where I didn't like it because of there is like it speaks of a white supremacy thing that kind of bugs me. I know he's looking at it like as, hey, it's fictitious. He's taking dramatic license even with other historical things, right? So there's a brush that's being painted. But you've got to, and it's funny me talking about it because, famously the most negative thing that's connected to me is this whole Bruce Lee thing.
Right.
But, so I know, but it's like, I just feel like, my feeling when I saw it is that it's white supremacy shitting on other people. I felt that because especially when I thought this was like that being either it was going to be Bruce Lee or Jim Brown. I'm like, why are you taking these icons, these badass icons, and doing that to bolster your lead? Maybe I have a little bit of opinion on that because the only thing I ever did with Quentin is, I have that move, that scene where in Kill Bill where Bill defeats me is to make the lead look better, right? So I felt like, oh, it's a maneuver to make this guy Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, to justify how he basically killed everyone at the end because he's such a badass. He
I'm
can beat up Bruce Lee.
Look like a badass. So for me personally, it's like it's some more Tarzan shit to me. You know what I mean? And so that's why it bothers me. So you pick somebody who's an icon to make, and that might be quite on purpose. That's why you did it.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm like, yeah, I see why you do it. It's not like I'm hating.
Well,
but it's to me, I wished it wasn't an icon.
Yeah, but to be fair, Tarantino's always danced around the racism thing. His first, huge movie, Pulp Fiction, he's using the N-word.
Yeah.
Remember like the whole, does this look like dead N-word storage here and so forth. Then he kind of showed he had a black wife, I think, to kind of soften that a little bit. But still, you got a white guy using the N-word with a hard R to a black guy. I mean, everyone kind of cringed when they saw that.
Yeah, but that to me, it's a certain line there that I feel like a lot of my influences are similar to Quentin's, and I think he's evoking what the I don't know, like the authenticity of that flavor. And it felt that way. He might have about 3 N-words too many, in my opinion. But it's like I'm not that insulted.
I mean, Pulp Fiction was somewhat of a modernized blaxploitation film in a way. Like, I mean, you know, they talked about how much he loved those films and how he kind of modeled.
City on Fire. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I could sort of see that, but I mean, you didn't have to do it. He also didn't have to be himself. You know, he could have gotten another actor to do that. And, you know, I think Samuel Jackson like defended him at one point, claiming, you know, I don't think he's racist and so forth.
I don't think he's racist either.
Yeah. Well,
no. I not for a second do I think.
Not for a second.
No, the guy. No, he's definitely not.